Welcome back, everyone, to iCCup StarCraft TV. You are tuning into game number 3 of the finals of the third iCCup AB tour, run by iCCup.com and the iCCup private server of Brood War. Your host, Antcaster, iCCup Fitz here. You guys are having a great and wonderful day. Our finalists are in the top right-hand corner. It will be TrueTouch, and in the bottom left-hand corner on Neo Sniper's Ridge, it will be the White Terran Napoleon. Gonna be interesting, gonna be good. Of the cross-position Sniper's Ridge, of course, TrueTouch would take this map because it is so damn powerful against Terrans, pretty much, and kind of using it as a last resort map too. Because if TrueTouch loses this, he's gone. He's out of this game. Map is also pretty big, and Zerg isn't gonna have too difficult time getting the third either. Because of this is the Neo version. Now, they aren't using the iCCup version, as this is the Korean map version, but it is the Neo Sniper's Ridge, so I don't know if the title and the overlay is super accurate, because I'm not sure if Neo Sniper's Ridge was ever existed. I know Sniper's Ridge 2.0 was created, but for our purposes, it is Neo, because they added that new map, the new ramp. The last edit that Kespo will ever do on a map for Brood War. For balance. And look at this. You're going to be going for a mech style, actually. You're coming out of Napoleon right here. I'm liking that. We're going to be doing that. We have some drone harass right here as well. And I also, want to give a shout out to our awesome tour admins, as they are doing a lot of the legwork in the background. If I can just pull up my super awesome notepad with all the names in it, because I can't remember them all because there's so many of them. Woo, taking a lot of fire on that, actually. But anyway, thanks to Face, Pebble, Boxer, Predator, and Fry, of course. So, Desmond Chuchy stuff. This SCV may actually get it. No, nice reaction. How does he do this? How do you do this? All right, so I'm an E ranker, right? Right? Okay. Oh, did he get the kill? So I'm an E ranker, right? So how do you actually defend? How do you have this much APM to actually actively defend yourself? And I'll never understand it. I'll never understand how you have that much APM to actually do all this stuff. So in the event of having awesome micro, and now of course getting into a game, gonna be throwing down the third hatch before gas, actually before any kind of pool. So going really greedy with that, playing super greedy actually, I believe. Gonna go for the 12 hatch, and then I believe he drove up to 15 and then grabbed that third gas, so third hatchery. So gonna have a very strong economy, gonna have a lot of mutalisks coming out right here. Now this will be a tight wall, and we'll be lifting off right here, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans we have for kind of any kind of mech play. It could be Goliath. This also could be even tech up to 2-port Wraith as well, and of course the time will tell. And the SCVs will tell as well, and it will be 2-port Wraith. Oh, who called it? Oh. You don't really see a whole lot of mech super early on, because it can be exploited because it is kind of slow, and it's really not that great. I mean, Goliath are okay, but they're really, when you mask them up just to hard counter Mutalisks, you lose a lot of mobility going into the mid game, and can actually make it very difficult to actually kill off a Zerg's third. And again, that's you as a Terran, you kind of really want to be able to stop that from going up. Of course, generally you can't stop it, but the probably the biggest goal of the mid game for Terran is to kill off that third, if not outright win the game. So, but this actually will be getting up a machine shop. Now you know that this isn't StarCraft 2, right? You know this isn't StarCraft 2, right? You know you can't switch add-ons, right? Because this is machine shop and they get control towers. You know that, right? Right, dude? Right? Hope you know that, right? Hope so. But anyway, back up to the third base right now. Gonna be going up to actually Hydra's right here. Does see the mech. Which actually, he might know that this is actually just 2-port Wraith just out of the blue. And either way, I mean, Hydras are the counter to are obviously the counter because they shoot in the air, and also pretty big counter to mech. The Wraith are out now, and we shall see of how well this will defend now. And of course, if you're wondering why doesn't he go 3-hatch Muta to get Scourge and stuff, while that is good, with really good Wraith micro, you can actually just trounce Meatlisks, of what I understand. I don't have that micro capability, but yeah, and an Overlord will get sniped up, which is unfortunate because that will supply block, if I'm not mistaken. It will supply block. Well, actually, no, it won't. 34 over 35 right now, so I'm just kind of barely pulling on stable speed right now. The Wraith is out right now. One Hydra, I'm not really sure if it's going to be able to deflect it. Now with 4 more out on the way with Groove Spines. Now this should be able to do a decent amount of damage. And now we do see TrueTouch going to be pushing across the map now with his Hydras, with his 3-hatch Hydra. Wraith is going to be making in the main base right now. Has found an Overlord in the main base, and unfortunately the Hydras are still being rallied across the map, so he will lose that Overlord, which will supply block him, if I'm not mistaken. That will, if he does lose that Overlord. No, I'm sorry, he actually won't. Hydra's coming in here. Not a whole lot from Terran to deal with this. Desperately trying to get up a bunker right now with these Hydras. Could do it. Not only are going to be able to do a decent amount of damage, but it does delay this expansion that was Napoleon was trying to establish right here, and just constantly producing Hydralisks right now. And yes, indeed. Gonna be getting up the layer as well. Now, this is interesting. Getting the gas, right? Fully optimizing the gas. And as you can tell, TrueTouch is really staying high in the gas count right now. Now, I'm wondering if he's planning up to go some kind of quick, like really hot, like quick defilers or something. Because, I mean, he's going to have... This is purposeful. You don't do this otherwise. I even know you can produce off of 3 hatches or around, so constantly producing off Hydras with just one geyser. That's fully optimized. So we'll see that. But this push has contained Terran, and that's really sucky, because Zerg is getting their 3rd gas, is gonna have their 3rd gas very soon, and unfortunately, unlike game 1 where Napoleon just could pretty much outproduce Zerg to the point where the Zerg just kind of died, I'm gonna bet that when that natural goes down for Napoleon, if that goes down for Napoleon, that we will have a very quick, how do I say, I'm gonna be getting Cloak right now. I mean, he's gonna have like Dark Swarm by the time that natural goes up, and nice Wraith micro. Also, one of the recommended Brood War games, I think it's the first one actually. If you want to see some top of the line Wraith micro, watch that very first Korean game. My God. That guy is very skillful right here, and this is you know, just the same great micro coming out of Napoleon, really gonna put the hurt on the Zerg, and now the Zerg's gonna have to come back. Zerg has no choice. Now these 5 Wraith, you're gonna see what they can do, and it's just a matter of time of what we will see now. And again, finally the CC is gonna be going up, but look at that, the gas is already being established, and up to this point, you know, other than these Wraith being super annoying right now, Zerg is looking at a pretty dominant position. Delayed command center. And to be honest, these Wraith haven't done a whole lot. For sure, you know, let off the, you know, held off the aggression from Zerg. But I mean, well, that's great for Terran, but maybe that's just delaying the inevitable that Zerg will just, yeah? No, I don't need to. And, anyway, pushing in here. Now, there are 2 siege tanks right here, but Hydras are pretty decent against tanks if you get them up in numbers right here. And I mean, MK Scourge, does we have vessel production yet? No, we don't. Hydra's coming in here. No, we'll not, actually. And, of course, you know, that extra gas, well, he's actually, look at that. Muta's actually going to be up. I was going to say the extra gas could actually be used for either Mutalisks. I was going to say Lurkers, but obviously I'd be wrong in that statement. But I feel so powerful in my ability that people will not make fun of me, is that I'm even going to say why I'm wrong in the first place. But that is 8 Mutalisks. That is... And if Terran thought he could deal with these Mutalisks, you know, there's still like a decent amount of Wraith out. I mean, there's 4, so... I think the Mutas won't be such a huge threat. The fact is that the tanks could be naked because the Wraith aren't in a position to deal with them. And I mean, he's making he still has 8 meterless in there. He has more. He has 9. He's going in there. He's going to just mute a bomb the tanks down right now. No, he doesn't even care. He's just A moving. Massive destruction of the NASA right now, and he even has the scripts for the Wraith that are just kind of not doing anything right now. Completely just useless, doing nothing. And all the tanks are dying. Did lose a bulk of the Hydras, but with this many meals without any kind of control from Napoleon, he's just going to lose them. You know, he just has Cloak enabled, but with the Overlord, just not going to do anything. And Overlord's a pretty beefy area. 200 HP on these guys. While these Wraiths will only do 20 damage. So with this 10 shots to kill off a Overlord, and just massive destruction, raping through the whole freaking main base and natural. BG should be killing Napoleon sooner or later, because I don't really see this. I mean, Napoleon just can't deal with this. I mean, this is just, he's just dumb. Yeah, GG. Well, it's good that for TrueTouch fans, at least, or Reserved fans in general, you know, at least we now have TrueTouch actually coming for a win here, which is kind of nice to know. So with that, guys, we're going to go on to game number 4 to decide things up. If we have an ace match going in there, if TrueTouch can make a comeback. Again, thanks to the iCCup tournament admins for sponsoring or running this tournament. And congratulations to the finalists as well, Napoleon and TrueTouch. Again, not an easy road for them. Not an easy road for them at all. And a good game as well. As well as the Twitter account, always in the description below. The only reason why I stress it is because if you want to know the content, I try to be as familiar with VODs and stuff as I can. I try to get in contact with all the on Team Liquid, the event organizers and stuff. I try to get the VODs out. I try to get my hands on the VODs and give them me recommended VODs for that, because obviously I can't watch them all. Obviously you can't watch them all, so we're just trying to nitpick through them, get the best content out for you guys as possible. Of course, AB tours, not a bad thing to watch either. Pretty good games. Game 1 and 3 especially are pretty good games. Game number 2 was kind of a little bit lackluster, but anyway, good game. Be back for game number 4 momentarily, guys. Thanks for watching.